Welcome to True Romance Scam VI, featuring Ava's personal account of her experience with online romance fraud, as told in the eBook Catfished in the Virgin Islands, a true online romance scam. In this video, Ava reflects on the reactions received from family and friends, when she finally gained the courage to open up about being romance scammed. Stick around until the end, because the most jaw-dropping response came from someone you'd never expect. Here's Ava.
Romance scams are one of the most heart-wrenching and financially devastating online crimes. Love may be a beautiful thing, but when it is used as a tool for deception, it can lead to significant emotional and financial distress. Romance scams can inflict profound emotional and financial hardship on victims. Therefore, it is essential for those affected to have constructive support from their circle of family and friends. Or consider engaging professional services to navigate the challenging aftermath effectively. Unfortunately, not everyone has a supportive reaction to romance scam victims. Reactions can vary greatly, depending on the individual and the specific circumstances. However, the following are some common reactions that victims might encounter.
Understanding and support.
In some cases, loved ones are very understanding and supportive of the victim, offering them emotional support and helping them in any way they can. They may also be able to help the victim regain a sense of control and security in the aftermath of the scam.
Disbelief or skepticism.
Some people may not believe the victim or may be skeptical of the situation, questioning whether the victim was truly scammed or if they played a role in the situation. This can be hurtful and dismissive, and it's important for loved ones to offer support rather than judgment.
Anger or frustration.
Others may be angry or frustrated with the victim, either because they feel that the victim was foolish or because they feel that the scammer took advantage of the victim's trust.
Embarrassment or shame.
In some cases, victims may feel embarrassed or ashamed about falling for a scam, and they may worry about how others will view them. This can make it difficult for them to open up about the situation and seek support from loved ones. In my personal experience, I was fortunate to receive mostly positive support from my family and friends. My siblings showed deep understanding and empathy, expressing genuine concern for my emotional and mental well-being, which I reassured them was intact. Interestingly, my son's reaction was one of disbelief. He humorously remarked that I didn't fit the profile of someone who could be scammed, highlighting his puzzlement over the concept of forming online relationships, a notion he finds personally unappealing. Reactions among my friends varied significantly. Some expressed indignation, upset by the thought of someone compassionate and trusting like myself being exploited. Others remained silent, possibly out of embarrassment on my behalf, or perhaps believing that I should have been more cautious. It's important not to make assumptions about their silence. The most profound reaction, however, came from an unexpected source: my 6-year-old granddaughter. She had been aware of my engagement with writing the book, Catfished in the Virgin Islands, seeing me with the manuscript, noticing the cover, and even knowing her father was one of the cover models. She also saw me creating related videos. One day, I chose to explain the book's content to her, simplifying the concept of an online romance fraud to a level a child could grasp. After explaining to her that someone I met online pretended to be someone else so that they could get money from me, she was sad for me. Her response after absorbing the story was both insightful and disarming. She solemnly said,
"Nana, you should not have trusted him. He is a stranger. You don't trust strangers. I hope that don't happen to you again."
I know my granddaughter is quite verbal, intelligent, and expresses herself very well, but this response was quite unexpected. Her words were a poignant reminder that even a child's perspective can offer profound wisdom. It was a moment of realization that many adults, including myself, might benefit from revisiting the basic principles of caution and skepticism, especially in the context of online interactions. We can start with relearning our ABCs, that is, to avoid romance scammers, we must A. Assume nothing. In the world of online correspondence, it is essential to approach every interaction with a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't assume that the charming profile picture is genuine. Don't assume that the touching stories you hear are true. And don't assume that just because someone says they love you, they have your best interests at heart. Always remember, scammers are skilled at creating fake personas. They use fake photos, stories, and even fake social media accounts to lure their victims in. So before letting your guard down, verify the authenticity of the person on the other end. Assuming nothing will keep you on your toes and less likely to fall for a scammer's trap. B. Believe no one. While it is nice to think the best of people, online dating can be a breeding ground for deception. Trust should be earned, not freely given, especially online. Scammers are incredibly persuasive and manipulative. They can pretend to be anyone, from a charming military officer to a wealthy entrepreneur. It's crucial to remember that scammers are professionals at building trust, and they often play the long game. Investing months in their deceptive personas, always remain cautious and never send money or share personal information with someone you've never met in person. Legitimate love interests will understand and respect your boundaries. C. Confirm everything. In the digital age, it's easier than ever to fact-check information, and it's a vital step in avoiding romance scams. Before taking any online interaction to the next level, do your due diligence. Verify their identity by conducting a reverse image search on their photos to check for duplicates. I have used and highly recommend PyMice.com. This photo search site has amazing face recognition technology. Scouring their online presence for inconsistencies or red flags, confirming their claims through trusted sources, or having a real video call. Please be aware that romance scammers use videos of the person they are pretending to be, along with artificial intelligence techniques, to facilitate false video calls. Such video calls are usually only a few seconds long, followed by seemingly good reasons why they could not be longer. For example, poor network connection. Due to their current location, that is a major red flag. If you cannot have a real video call that lasts at least 15 minutes with both parties' camera and audio on and clear, with an exchange of dialogue, including some requested spontaneous actions that can only happen in real time, don't waste your time and risk getting duped. Move on. Confirming everything can save you from falling into a trap set by scammers, even if they seem convincing. So, to recap, let's remember our ABCs when interacting with new people online. A. Assume nothing. Maintain a healthy dose of skepticism. B. Believe no one. Trust must be earned, especially online. C. Confirm everything. Don't take things at face value. Always verify. Regardless of others' response, it is important for victims to remember that being scammed is not their fault and that they should never be made to feel ashamed or embarrassed about the situation. It's also important for loved ones to offer their support and understanding and to help the victim through the aftermath of the scam. If you discover that you have been the victim of romance fraud, here are some actions you can take. 1. Stop all communication immediately. Cease contact with the scammer. Block them on all platforms. 2. Document everything. Save messages, photos, email addresses, usernames, bank transactions, and any other communication or evidence. 3. Report the scam. In the U.S., report to the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, www.reportfraudftc.gov. You may also report to the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3, www.ic3.gov. Internationally, report to your local police and to the platform where the scam happened, for example, Facebook, Instagram, dating app, etc. 4. Alert your bank or credit card company. If you sent money or shared financial information, notify your bank or card issuer right away. You may be able to stop or recover some transactions. 5. Change your passwords, especially if you shared personal information. Secure your email, banking, and social media accounts. 6. Check for identity theft. If you shared sensitive data, consider placing a fraud alert or credit freeze with the major credit bureaus. 7. Talk to someone you trust. You're not alone. Confide in a friend, therapist, or support group. Shame and silence only helps the scammer. 8. Educate yourself and others. Learn how romance scams work so you can recognize red flags in the future to protect yourself and help protect others.
If you have not read Ava's story, get a copy on Amazon today by clicking on the link in the description. It is available for Kindle and Kindle app. Read it free, with Kindle Unlimited membership. Also, if you have ever fallen for a romance scam, please feel free to share how your family and friends reacted to your situation. If you have not, but have had a family member or friend who did, please share how you reacted to their situation in the comment section below. We will be sure to reply to all of your comments.
Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and remember, while love is a beautiful thing, it is essential to stay vigilant when searching for it in the digital world. Stay safe and stay informed. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more.